XFM News on point.
The news on XFM. I'm Chris Tim. The Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Kataha Museveni, has confirmed that there will be no dead year for any learner and all classes will resume gradually. Speaking to Vision Group yesterday at State House in Nakasero, the minister said the second term that resumes on the 15th of October will end on the 18th of December, followed by the third term on the 11th of January 2021 and will close on the 30th of April. Mrs. Museveni also explained that the students in continuing classes will be expected to keep home and revise with the help of materials on the broadcast stations, recorded messages online and the printed materials which will be sent across the country by government.
As announced by the President, the reopening of education institutions will be for only candidate classes and the final year students, while the rest continue with the enhanced home learning. With the enhanced homeschooling, it is anticipated that the learners in the rest of the classes can reach a level of learning achievement to enable them move to the next class from what they are doing at home. However, progression shall be based on our evaluation of how effectively homeschooling has been implemented.
The minister, who also doubles as the First Lady, reveals that primary leaving examinations will be done on the 30th of March and the 31st next year. Uganda Certificate of Education examinations will start on the 6th of April and the Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education examinations will start on the 3rd of May 2021. The First Lady added that assessment will be done on the implementation of the Ministry of Health guidelines and SOPs by candidates for other classes to be reopened.
An assessment will be made after a month to determine how well institutions are implementing the SOPs to inform a decision on whether the rest of the learners can be allowed to return. The guidelines for phased reopening of education institutions shall be immediately disseminated to institutions to inform their preparation. We are working with Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development to make sure that government grant-aided schools get the relevant capitation grants to acquire basic facilities to implement the SOP. We are working with the Ministry of Health also to distribute 2 standard face masks to each learner, candidates and final year students who are going to school. In all education institutions, both private and public, as they reopen.
Parliament last evening paid tribute to the fallen Palisade District woman MP, Faith Alupo. Faith Alupo passed away last week at Mulago Hospital with people alleging that she died of COVID-19. The motion to pay tribute to the deceased was tabled by the second Deputy Prime Minister, Chirunda Chivei Jinja, who described the deceased as a good cadre. A section of members of Parliament, who included the Kumi Municipality MP, Monica Amoding, Kasilo County MP, Elijah Okupa, Busia Municipality MP, Geoffrey Macho, Kwen Woman MP Lydia Chekwel, while eulogizing the deceased, asked government to tell them the exact cause of her death. They also appealed to government to do more sensitization on the non-communicable diseases.
Be very clear for government to tell us what has killed our sister Alupo.
Even as I was seated there, some people were asking me, we are not seeing the body of Honorable Alupo. So is it true that she died of COVID? So I think I joined my colleagues in really demanding that they should tell us what actually caused the death.
Whereas we are having this conversation about what killed Faith, I concluded that this was a pregnancy. Non-communicable disease coupled with a pregnancy at such a difficult time of an election. Right Honorable Speaker, it must have been difficult for her. I concluded that she died in the line of duty.
The Speaker of Parliament, Rebecca Kadaga, noted that as the head of the institution, they are yet to receive any communication from the ministry about allegations of MPs testing positive for COVID-19.
So as the head of the institution, I waited for official information to tell me that one of your members has tested positive. Can you do ABCD? No one wrote to me. No one telephoned me. Then I said, by the member, I read this. Is it true? She said, no, I'm at home. I'm fine. So now when this one happened, ask myself, we have tried to be careful. We have got sanitizers and temperature guns. We have sanitizing and washing. Where did it happen? Where did it happen to Faith? Is it here? What do we do? You know, no one has said anything. So that's it's a very difficult situation.
The Deputy RCC for Nakawa Municipality, together with the security agencies, have embarked on a campaign to ensure that peace and standard operating procedures set by the Ministry of Health are observed during the campaigns. Burora says security officers will be meeting all aspiring candidates, irrespective of their political affiliations, to agree on issues of non-violence and how campaigns can be conducted amidst the COVID-19 guidelines. While speaking to XFM, Burora said that they want security and the political actors to have a common position to avoid collision.
We have tried to make sure that we meet the candidates who the political parties have given flags so that we can agree on the do's and the don'ts. What is the security supposed to provide? What do we expect from the candidates themselves? And how do we protect the voters? But also there has been this notion in the past where security is castigated to be working for the state, for government and the flag bearers of NRM. We want to change that narrative.
And world news, the U.S. coronavirus death toll has passed 200,000 according to data from the Johns Hopkins University, JHU. More than 6.8 million people are known to have been infected in the United States, more than in any other country. The milestone comes amid an increase in cases in a number of states, including North Dakota and Utah. President Donald Trump said on Tuesday the new death toll was a horrible thing and claimed China should have stopped the virus. He also defended his record, claiming that the U.S. had the U.S. not taken action, you could have 2 million or 2.5 million or 3 million dead. That's according to Donald Trump. Now in sports, Dean Henderson said it was unbelievable to realize a dream and make his Manchester United debut as the goalkeeper helped his side beat Luton Town 3-0 to reach the Carabao Cup fourth round in a game played last night. That's the latest XFM News.
XFM News on point.